keep you grounded, because all that other stuff is very temporary, and it's cool, it's good, but it doesn't last forever, and it doesn't make you happy. What makes you happy is families and friends and things that, I believe last forever. Really, I really believe that, and I know that. So the point is when you're out there on the field, you're not any different than anybody else. You just happen to be a ball player. And what happens in our culture, because of the money and because of the emphasis on sports and everything, athletes tend to think they're really different. And you have to have people in your life that remind you. I don't know if anybody else can hear that text going off. Sorry, this isn't on TV or anything, is it? I'm trying to turn my volume down.
You're all good.
Because my text alert is going into my hearing aids. It's driving me crazy. Nancy's probably trying to figure out where I am. Okay, sorry. Where were we? So I think the point is, hey, that's awesome. Happy for you. But stay grounded, I think is the message. Because no matter how long you're going to play, I'm very lucky. But I was done in 37, and that sounds like to the young kids, that sounds like, oh, gee, you were ancient. But it's those kind of things, to be able to compete athletically. It's not going to last long. So be thankful for it, work hard, be the best you can be, and realize there's a lot of things to life that are actually more important than what's going on here. So take care of those things. Make sure they're a priority in your life. And Nancy, reminded me of that. And we were, because ball players, I think that's the thing I want to say is in our culture, tend to get elevated like they're extra special people. We're just like everybody else. We're very lucky to be able to have a talent and have fun, but it's don't get your priorities all mixed up because you're a ball player.
It's 20 grandkids. Do they know how good you were, or do they just see you as a grandpa who owns a restaurant now?
I'm thankful for Google and YouTube. But I was putting together a highlight thing. I do some speaking, and you got to have an intro video, so I'm putting it together. This is about, I don't know, 15, 20. Our daughter, Maddie, who was born in 93, the year I retired, obviously, didn't experience my career. So she's looking at this tape. That's a home run. She's like, Dad, did you hit a home run every time up? Because that's my highlights. I said, yes, I did. So, but it's fun to come to a ball. We just had them all here at a ball game about 2 weeks ago. I think we had 18 of them here back out in the Home Depot Clubhouse. So it's fun. It is it's weird for the grandkids to see this and what Papa went through. But it's it's our greatest blessing is our kids and our grandkids.
Well, just in being a father of 7 boys and then a daughter, like raising 8 kids during the midst of a major league career, like how does that work?
Is Nancy? I don't remember. I don't know how Nancy did it. Because think about it though, 1980, okay, year I went to the outfield, right? Chad was born. 1993, then we had 7 boys. In 93, the year I retired, Maddie's born. So literally my whole career, Nancy was putting up with my slumps, Everybody said, oh, you probably didn't take the game home with you. You're always in a good mood. I was like, yeah, right. So she's putting up with that career, putting up with it. You know what I mean? Like there's ups and downs, and raising the kids. I chipped in when I could, but Nancy, for instance, I get home at 11, 12 o'clock at night from a night game, and I wake up the next day, I go, man, the kids slept through the night. That's awesome. She goes, no, they didn't. So, all credit goes to Nancy And like I said, I chipped in when I could, but Nance is just an amazing person, amazing in so many ways, and mom and grandma. But I think the key thing here too is it kind of set the tone of, you know, because there's a certain adjustment after a guy's done playing, and it's a big adjustment because, you know, a lot of guys, like I say, you get mixed up. You know, I think it was Jim Bouton. Are we okay on time? I'm talking for a long time.
I think we're good. We got a few minutes.
Okay. I think Jim Bouton said it best. He said, you spend your whole career trying to get the right grip on a baseball, and then when you're done, you find out that baseball really had a grip on you. So the challenge is when you retire, like I was excited and everything, you know, to see our kids and be involved in Little League and et cetera, but it's a big adjustment. And so my point is she raised the kids through that time, raised the kids through the adjustment time of retirement. And I couldn't be more thankful because that's the part where you gotta stay grounded because it takes a lot of work and sacrifice and make sure you marry the right person, because that's the joy in life is family and friends and things that last forever. Baseball, as I look back now, in fact, I look at pictures when I retired, you know, having a press conference. I'm like, well, what was I doing retiring? I was a kid. I felt like I was old, and I was. My knees were falling apart, but time goes so fast. Enjoy it, work hard, but stay grounded. Nancy did that for me and my family.
Well, Dale, thank you so much for your time. We are going to open it up to
Yeah.
a couple of questions, but as we get that going and get the microphone, just raise your hand and we'll get a few opportunities for some questions if you have one. But Dale, I know for you, as a 7-time All-Star, you played with some incredible All-Star groups, right? Pete Rose in the National League, and you were in the first ever Home Run Derby as well, so
Yeah,
that coming to
crazy.
town is going to be fun. But does anybody have any questions for Dale?
Just a comment, Dale Murphy for the Hall of Fame.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I see a friend of mine back there, Mike Brannon. Mike, you got a question for me, I think.
Yeah, and I'm always curious. So, you know, pitching's a lot different from when you play. How do you think you would do today? How many home runs would you hit? How would you fare?
How many home runs would I hit in a season against pitching like this? I don't know. I'd probably 10 or 11. I mean,
Why so few?
well, I'm 69 years old.
That's fantastic. I mean, you played 740 consecutive games,
How
though,
did
so
I
you're
do
out
that?
there every day. How did you do that?
I have no idea. You know, that kind of thing just happened because I was playing well and I did get hurt. Those were my best years and I was healthy. I was going to go for it.
Fantastic. Question right here.
Yeah, I think you do just as well against today's pitching as you would have.
Oh, thank
if you did. My question is, as far as the Hall of Fame goes, I think you've been gypped.
Oh, thank you.
There are a lot of people right now that are being kept out of the Hall of Fame because of steroids and other things like that. With your LDS faith and your clean living, shouldn't that be a little extra boost? Your stats were great. Your career ended too soon, but you belong there.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You know, people have been very supportive and I appreciate that. Thank you very much. You know, the Hall of Fame has changed the way they vote, and the new era committees are for guys like me, and I'm very thankful. I've been on I'm not sure, they've changed a couple of names of the ballots, but I'm in the modern era ballot every 3 years. It's specifically designed for the voters to look at guys in the 70s, 80s, and 90s within their core group instead of lumping them in with all the old timers, or the veterans. So thank you. I'll be eligible again in December, and I'm thankful that again the Hall of Fame. Lee Smith. I can't think right now. You people say some names that have gone in on this new way of voting. Alan Trammell, I think. Lee Smith. I'm just struggling for names right now, but there's been a few, and so I'm happy to be a part of it.
Well, let's give it up for Dale Murphy, Braves legend.
Thank you, everybody. Have a fun All-Star week. Thank you.